I think if you master the art of photo retouching, you won't be afraid of AI. You understand one thing, that AI is just a tool and AI is not going to replace any work. Because there's this feeling you get and there is this creativity you get when you retouch your picture without using AI. So in this tutorial, we are going to retouching this picture step by step right here without using AI. Okay. So, and I will show you guys how I retouch this picture. This is the raw one and get to these results right here. Okay. So we'll take it step by step. Okay. So, but before we proceed, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button so you will get notified anytime I drop a tutorial. So in today's tutorial, we are going to retouch this amazing picture right here and also maintain the details, also make it more beautiful and also looking realistic like this. Okay, as you can see, this is before and this is after. Okay, so to my fellow retouchers, let's go. So, and to retouch this picture right here, we are going to be making use of mixer brush. This is our mixer brush right here. Okay, and also we'll be making use of median blur instead of Gaussian blur. So like I always say, this my preset right here contains everything you need as a retoucher, as a photo editor, and as a graphic designer. Just one click, we perform the magic. And if you have downloaded this my presets, you will see I have about 9 types of retouching presets here. Okay, you have the advanced frequency separation, the medium frequency separation, the frequency separation 8 bits, the 16 bit fast retouch 2, fast retouch 3, a brush retouch. Okay, so and all these are professional ways to retouch. Okay, so but for the sake of this tutorial, we are making use of the median frequency separation. Okay, so to get these results. Okay, so and I'll be making use of my preset right here. So if you don't have this preset here, so you can check the comments, the first pin comments of this tutorial. Okay, check the comment section. I pin it there, so you can go there and check it out. Okay, so and guys, remember frequency separation. I've explained it over and over again, but I will still explain it, okay? Because a new people might come across my tutorial, okay? So frequency separation is just a technique we use in separating the texture of an image and the tone, okay? So frequency separation will enable us to keep the tone of this image in separate layer and also the texture in a separate layer. So when we are working on the tone, it will not affect the texture. Okay, so and there are many ways to do it, but for the sake of this tutorial, we'll be making use of the almighty mixer brush. Okay, so and we're making use of the median frequency separation right here. Okay, so I click the median frequency separation. So if you have my presets, you will see every click will give you a message. All these messages are directing you on how to use it. Okay, so it's user friendly. A beginner can use it, a pro can use it as well. Okay, so click continue. Okay, so right here, as you can see right here, it will load and also pause here as usual. So yeah, it will enable us to choose the amount of blur that will be okay to retouch this picture right here. Okay, so and this is where you pay attention as a retoucher watching this tutorial. So there is no particular amount of blur to retouch image. Okay, so what you will ask yourself is, what are you looking for and the image you are working on. Okay, so image differs. There are some image, the megapixels are down, they are low, and there are some that has higher megapixels. So depends on the quality of your image. But what you will focus on is the amount of blur that will blur your picture, and also you'll be seeing the textures of your picture, but not that visible. Okay, so for the sake of this picture now, is blur, but it's not we have not gotten to the level that we need. Okay. So I will move the radius more. Okay. It's much here. So I reduce it. So I reduce again. I drop again. So we'll be leaving it at 12. So as you can see the twist 12 now, it blocks this image. But if you look closely, you still be seeing the textures. Okay. So whenever you are retouching and you get to this extent that will give you exactly same results, you stop there. There is no amount, I will maybe if you're working on a picture, pictures differs. You will use 4, 5, 6 to get to this rate, it's still fine. Okay, so then the picture I'll be working on, the amount I'll use will be 4, 5, 6, 9, or 8 to give me this result. Okay, but for the sake of this picture, you can see 12 is okay. I can also increase this to 13. 13 is still okay. It's still okay. Yeah. Okay, so that is what you look after. So you click OK. Okay, now as you can see, it has finished loading. Then it will give you this message right here. Okay, so this is a message directing you on how you can set your mixer brush. Okay, so most especially if you're a beginner. Okay, so pay attention to the message. Okay, so and also if you're a pro, if you have your settings, your mixer brush is still okay and fine, but you can as well try my settings. Okay, so we learn every day. Okay, so you click continue. So as you can see right here, the medium frequency separation has already loaded. Okay, so separating the texture and the tone in two different layers right here. Okay, so and we'll be working on the tone. Okay, so and this is our mixer brush right here. So now if you're a beginner watching this tutorial, once you pick your mixer brush, this is what you will look after right here. Make sure you are on soft round brush. Okay, so that's number one. Then you click inside this brush settings here. You make sure that your smoothing is the only thing active here. Okay, mark your smoothing. Okay, so right here you make sure that you are on clean brush here. Okay, so here the first brush here, you deactivate it and activate the second brush. Okay, always on custom. Okay, so then up here, this is where you do the best settings, that will give you, that will determine what you'll be retouching. Okay, because this right here, if you increase it, the brush will be flowing much and it might spoil your picture. Not it will spoil your picture if you can't control it. So that's why I have to reduce it and accurate. So when you are brushing, you'll be getting the best results. Okay. So, but if you're a beginner, I will advise you to put your weight on 30, your load on 30, your mix can be anything. Mix doesn't matter. And your flow on 30. Or you put your weight on 20, your load 20, your flow 20. Okay. So as a beginner, try it. Okay. So but if you're a pro, you can as well try my settings. So I use my weight is on 60, my load is 60, my mix is 100, my flow is 60. Mix can be 0 also, mix doesn't matter. Okay, so this is the settings I use on my mixer brush. Okay, so I remember I don't use there is no specific settings for me, but this is not my custom settings. So I can just try something different by increasing my weight to 70 or this. So I can change at any time. Okay, so it depends on what works for me when I'm brushing. Okay, but this is not my custom setting. Okay, so now let's retouch this picture right here. So, and as you can see this picture right here, you will see that this picture contains some freckles. Okay, so, and we need to pay attention to the details of these pictures. Okay, so if we retouch this picture and key these freckles, that means this picture has moved from the original to fake. Okay, so we'll try everything possible not to kill the freckles. Instead, you make the freckles come alive because freckles are part of human skin. Okay, so let's retouch this picture right here. And if you are retouching, always make sure if you are working, as you can see, these lines in her face, these lines that the freckles and the middle, they are more darker than this side. So if you're working on the dark side, you remain on the dark side. And if you're working on the highlight side, which is this side, you remain on the highlight side. And when you are brushing, move according to the shape of the face to get the best results. Okay. So now let's fix this picture right here. So you can see the way I'm brushing. I'm brushing circle. Okay, so and remember, in as much as I'm brushing circle on the face that contain the freckles, it will fed the freckles, but don't worry about that. We're going to bring them back to life. Okay, so and you need to take your time while doing this so that you will get this image to perfection and pay attention to details. Okay, so let's retouch this picture right here. And if you're watching this tutorial and you haven't subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe button and hit the bell button so you get notified anytime I drop another tutorial. And if you have a question, you drop it in comment section. And also, if you have a suggestion of a tutorial you want to see in this channel, you can as well drop it in comment section. Okay, so and I will reply to it. So let's retouch this picture. And also, I don't want you to be bored in this tutorial. Okay, so this is a step-by-step tutorial. I'm not going to fast forward anything. I don't like fast forwarding my tutorials. Okay, so I love explaining everything step by step. So if you want to learn, you can learn from it. Okay, so I want you to follow along. Okay, so let's fix this picture to be more beautiful. Okay, so as you are looking this picture, it seems as if nothing is happening, but a whole lot is happening right there. Okay, so remember, we are retouching this picture to look more beautiful and also natural. So we are not retouching it to change it from the look. Okay, so we try everything possible to make it natural. Okay, so if you pay attention to the forehead and I do before after, you will see that a whole lot is happening before after. Okay, so let's continue working on the picture. Like I told you, when you are brushing, move according to the facial structure. You can see what I'm doing. So this is how you can create a frequency separation using medium blur, instead of Gaussian blur. So and I will show you guys where you can get your medium blur because you might be searching in normal blur, but you will not see it there. So before we proceed, let me show you guys. Okay, so I won't forget. So now if you want to get your medium blur, you go to your filter here. You know, you have blur here that you have different types of blur, and you have blur gallery, you have different types of blur here. But this is not where you get your medium blur. If you want to get your medium blur, you go to your noise here. Okay, as you can see, this is medium. Okay, here you get your medium blur. Okay, so let's continue. So if you're watching this tutorial, please, I would love you to like, share, and comment also. And if you haven't subscribed, please support this channel by subscribing. Okay. So, and if you know a retoucher, a photographer, or editor that this channel might be of a help to, please refer the person to this channel because what I do here is mostly photo retouching, different types of picture, different skin tones, you know, different color, and also skin tone, dodge and burn, color grading, using Photoshop, camera raw fit, and Lightroom, anything photo editing. So if you want to master your photo editing, this is the best channel for you. Okay, so let's keep on creating. So you can see what I'm doing. I'm working on this image and also making sure that the freckles are still there. Okay, though the freckles are fading, but don't worry, we'll bring them back to life again. So, you know, a lot of retouchers out there will retouch a picture like this and they will kill the freckles. But I don't know why they do that. I don't like it, you know. So freckles are part of human features. So if you remove the freckles, you are changing the person from what the person looks like. Okay, so and it's not making sense. So let's check out before and after. As you can see, this is before and this is after. Before, after, okay? Before, after, okay? So, and always make sure you check your before and after when you are walking. Always check your before and after. Okay, so let's move to this side. And always zoom in and zoom out when you are walking. You know, always increase and decrease your brush size to fit into the place you are working on. And to do that, make use of your right and left bracket key on your keyboard. Okay. When you are retouching an image, most especially image that contains freckles, you really have to be careful while retouching. So you can as well maintain the retain the freckles. Okay, so you really have to be careful. Okay, so let's check out before, after, before, after. So you can see, guys, this picture is looking more soft and beautiful, but this is not the end. We are still fixing it. Okay, so as a retoucher, always pay attention. Okay, so zoom in and zoom out. Come back over and over again to a place that you have retouched, because you must notice one or two things to fix. Make sure you make it more beautiful. You fix the necessary stuff that need to be fixed. Okay, so if you check this right here, you see before and after, before and after. Okay, so we are getting there. Okay, so let's mix the hair. Okay, so let's mix the hair. Okay. Okay, guys, I think I will leave this picture this way. I will leave this picture this way. So This is retouching. You don't actually need to take it from out from the original. So you just have to beautify it more. So I think I will leave this picture this way and fix other things. This picture is looking more soft and also realistic. So okay. So this is before and after. Okay, so what I will do right here, I want to fix these hairs, these strands of hairs that I'm seeing. Okay, so I want to fix it. Okay, and to fix that, remember when we are creating this frequency separation, I told you guys we separated the texture from the tone. So automatically the textures are in their own layer, its own layer. Okay, which is this, as you can see, median texture here. Okay, so and to separate this, to remove these hairs and other wrinkles or blemishes, we work with the texture layer because they are on texture layer. Okay, so now, and to do that, we make our texture layer active and pick our clone stamp tool. Okay, so right here, opacity 100, flow 100. Okay, so they zoom to the stuff you want to remove, increase the brush size according to what you want to remove. Okay, so you pick from the good side. How to pick? You click your alternative and left click on your mouse, okay, to pick from the good side close to the stuff that you want to remove. Okay, once you pick, you release the alternative and paint on the stuff. Okay, as you can see, I just want to remove these hairs. So remember, retouching is not what you do in a hurry or when you are tired, or because you will not get the best. You might end up being frustrated when you are trying to fix the picture. So do it when you are, you have your time and you are relaxing, you have the full time to create. Okay. So that is retouching. So remember, you increase also your brush size and decrease according to what you want to get rid of. Okay. Okay. So right here, this is this is nice. This is before and this is after. Before and after. Okay. So to proceed to the next thing, we'll merge this frequency separation layer. So to merge it, Control E to merge it. Okay, as you can see here, we have merged it. Okay, so now I'm seeing this stuff here, this thing that looks like highlights here on her hair. I don't want it, so I will pick it out. Okay, so select I select it. Okay, so now I'm feathering with mine. Okay, so I pick my clone stamp tool. Now I'm going to sample from the hair. Okay, going to sample from the hair. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so this is nice. Okay, so this is before and after. Before and after. Okay. So what I will do next before we do the skin tone and fixing other things, I will love to bring back these lines that contain the freckles. I will love to bring it back. Okay, so make it more active. And to do that, I have to use my pen tool right here to select it. Okay, so I use my pen tool. And if you're a beginner watching this video, you really need to practice, constant practice, and also with patience, because retouching isn't what you will watch one video and you become a pro. No, you have to you have to practice over and over. You have to practice. Make sure you practice. You discipline yourself while practicing. Pay attention to details. Okay, so and you will be a pro. Trust me. Okay, so this is it. So I right click and make a selection. Okay, so I'm making this selection. I'm using the fader 4. Okay, okay, this is it right here. So here I go to adjustment here and go to curve. Then here I drop it down a little, as you can see. As you can see, so to make the line more active. Okay, so now this is fine. Okay, so this is before and after. Okay, so the line is more active right here. Okay, and the next thing I will do is to pick my normal brush tool and go to the brush here. Okay, so I will scroll down and I'll pick my Freckle brush. As you can see, this is Freckle brush. This is the first Freckle brush, and also this is my second Freckle brush here. Okay, so we are going to try the two to check the one that will work best for us. Okay, I think this second freckle brush too will work for us. Okay, so we want to fix more of those freckles to come back alive again. Okay, so now I click on our foreground color here, then pick from the color of the skin. Okay, so I pick from the color of the skin. Okay, so this is nice. Now I will create an empty layer here. Okay, so I can rename it freckles. So now with this freckle brush, you can build a freckle. Even if you are working on a picture that doesn't have a freckle and you feel like you want to do something special, you can still build a freckle with this brush. Okay, so it's a full pack of brush. Okay, so you can check my comment section if you need it. If you need the pack, check the first comment that I pinned. Okay, so now this empty layer here, you change the blending mode to multiply. Okay, so now you drop your brush size according to the size of the freckles you want. Okay, so what you just do is to click. As you can see what I'm doing, you just got to paint. As you can see what I'm doing, you just have to paint on the places that you need the freckles to be. Okay, remember some of the freckles faded, okay, during the retouching, so now we have to build it back. I have to build it back again. Okay, so if you feel like it's okay, you have gotten to your satisfaction, okay, so you can drop the opacity. You just set it to your satisfaction, okay. So as you can see, I leave this opacity as 70, okay, or 71. Okay, so this is fine. As you can see, this is before, after. So the freckles are back again, okay. So before, after. Okay, so this is fine. Okay, so now I will merge this together. Control E. Okay, so I'm going to take this picture to camera raw filter. Okay, so I move this picture to camera raw filter. Let me duplicate it first. Control J. Okay, so take it to camera raw filter. So let's do some adjustments over there. Okay, so right here in camera raw filter, I will go to light here. So add a little highlight here. Add a little highlight. Okay, so the blacks here, I drop it down a little because this black will give you contrast. We add contrast on the picture. Okay, so I move to the color right here and also increase a little vibrance for the skin tone. Okay, so I scroll down to effects here, add a little texture on the image, and also I move down to details here and also add a little sharpening. Add a little sharpening. Okay, so this is beautiful. So I click OK. Okay, so as you can see right here, so the next thing I will do here is to make these lips come up alive. Okay, so and also after that we'll add a little blush here and some highlight. Okay, so let's start with the lips. Okay, so and to get this I will use same paint tool. Okay, so and I will create an empty layer. Okay, so I select this side that has this red lipstick. Okay, so I right click and make select. Okay, as you can see right here. So what I will do is to change my foreground color here to red. Okay, so I pick from the lips. Okay, so now I will pick my brush tool. So I will change it. Remember the last brush we used for the Freckle brush. So now we change it to the normal soft round brush. Okay, so because I want to paint. Now paint on the leaves as you can see right here. So though I have different pack of lipstick that can work this. Okay, so now I change the blending mode to soft light. Okay, so I do Control D to deselect. Okay, so as you can see here, the color is back again. Before, after. Okay, so for the sake of the whole lips, I will go to adjustments here, go to color balance. Okay, so I add a little magenta. Okay, so increase a little magenta here and increase a little red here. Okay, so now if you check this, the effect apply in the whole of the face, which I don't want it. Okay, so what I will do is to invert this color, invert it. So to hide it actually, that's the invert, Control I. Okay, as you can see, so now paint only on the lips because I need the effect only on the lips. Okay. Nice. So now this is looking beautiful. Okay, so here I need to add a little blush here. Okay, so here in this my all-in-one preset under dodge and burn, I have blush here. Okay, so this is my blush. I click on it. You know what is blush? It's just this effect this red effect that you normally apply on cheek during makeup. So this is the blush here. So I paint on this part. You can see the effect there. So to if it's not okay to your satisfaction, like you want it more active, you can increase the opacity here. Okay, to your satisfaction. Okay, so right now I'll need a little highlight on the face to make it shiny. So, and to do that, I will go to adjustments here, go to my curves here. Okay, so as you can see right here, I will take this curve up here. Okay, so then I will close it here and invert this curve here. Control I. Okay, now I will paint it only the particular place I want the highlights to be on. So I need some highlights here on the cheek here. So, and I need some highlights here. So I need some, remember, there are many ways to do this. You can also use dodge and burn, okay? But I'm using this pattern for the sake of this tutorial. So all the places that I need highlights on, that's the place I will paint, okay? So as you can see, it's looking so harsh, okay? But don't worry, we're going to fix it, okay? So the next thing I will do here is to go to the layer here. This side that has this curved icon here, double click on it. It will bring this back, okay? So I go to the mask here. It will bring something like this. Then I go to the second mask here. It will make the fader and the density to be active. So what I will do is to move the fader. Okay, the fader will be fading the highlights. Okay, as you can see, the more I move, the more the highlight will be fading. Okay, it won't be that harsh, as you can see. Okay, so if you get to your satisfaction, you can hide it. If you check, this is before and this is after, before and after. So if it's much, as I'm seeing, it's somehow much. So you drop the opacity here. If it's much, okay. So this picture is looking nice. Okay, but let's twist the skin tone, the letter. So go to adjustment here. I will go to selective color here. Okay, so which color we actually need? We switch to yellow. Here we move the yellow a little bit here. Now, as you can see right here, the picture is looking nice. Yeah. So we hide it. So if you check, this is before and this is after. Before, after. Okay. So now the next thing to do, we'll go to the color balance. Sorry, not black and white. Sorry. So we'll go to the color balance. Okay. So this color balance right here. Okay. Then we apply a little magenta. It depends on the feel you actually need. Okay. So move the yellow a little to blue. Move this a little to cyan. Okay. So you adjust to your satisfaction. Oh, there are many ways to skin tone here. You adjust to your satisfaction. Okay. Now this is looking beautiful. Okay. So I merge everything together, Control E. Okay. So right here, this picture is looking more beautiful and also realistic. Okay. So we take our time to get to this result, and also the picture is looking realistic and beautiful. So this is our before, as you can see right here, and this is after. Before, after. Okay, so this is just a simple way you can do your retouch. Okay, so you retouch like a professional. When you retouch, it will take your time, but make sure that when you retouch, you end up getting exactly the picture, but more beautiful and refined. Okay, so don't change the picture and make the picture look like someone else. No, that is not the best way to retouch. Okay, so as you can see this right there, this is before and this is after. Before, after. Okay, so if you watch this tutorial to this end, give me a like. Okay, subscribe to my channel and also share. Drop a comment if you have a question, and also if you have another tutorial that you want to see in this channel, please drop it in comment section and I will do it also. Okay, so if you need this, my all-in-one retouching preset and my a Freckle brush pack, okay, you can check the comment section, the pinned comments there. Okay, so thank you guys for watching this amazing tutorial, and I will see you guys in my next tutorial.